Yeah. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, everybody across Canada and around the world on YouTube land, it is time once again for another episode of the next show with your boy Deli G in his house, back in the studio, back in the lab here, with lots to talk about. Week 15 in the NFL has come and gone, and I'm going to go over some of my duds for these past week's picks. But 13 correct picks, like that's pretty crazy. I mean, I don't know how many games they were on, but we'll go over all the duds there. NBA is finally back. I just actually watched the Lakers game already. Lakers opened up against the Clippers on ring night. Unfortunately, it was an unsuccessful bid for a victory. And the Brooklyn Nets, they're actually looking pretty good. I was impressed with the Brooklyn Nets. I saw the victory, and now I'm actually just got it on right now. I'm just watching the replay of it here. So Kevin Durant looked good. I said this in the chats too. I said, I wish KD was my car because that fool got no rust. So it doesn't look like a guy who's had 18 months off. So, good for him. Let's see what they do against the Raps. And also hockey's about to start soon. So they just announced that January 13th start date for the NHL. I think it's like a 52 or 56 game season, something like that. But yeah, man, let's go Flyers. Let's get it. So yeah, man, I'm glad that all these sports are back on. So that's just going to bring us, more and fresh and new content here for the show. So that's always great. All that is just going to be gravy going forward into the new year. All right, so let's first start off here with NFL Week 15. So the first dud that I had was it was the 49ers against the Cowboys. So in this one, I definitely thought that the Cowboys were gonna lose just because like they were just in shambles. So I don't know. Okay, so I mean they were at home though, and any given Sunday. I mean, uh, it's weird. I mean, if you're a Cowboy fan, you don't want them to end up in a position where they don't make the playoffs, but they also don't get a chance at a top 5 pick. So that's a weird and ugly spot to be in. So the next flub I had was the Steelers, against the Bungles. What the heck was that? And that's 3 in a row now for the Steelers that they've lost. So wow, it's crazy. I didn't think that would happen to the Steelers, especially against the Bengals. But once again, any given Sunday, and hopefully they just get 1 or 2 victories here the next upcoming games that they have to carry some kind of positive momentum into the playoffs. So, cursing, I don't know about the Steelers, man. We'll see. Okay, and I believe this is the last blunder that I had this weekend, but it happened to be a nice blunder because it was courtesy of mine and your New York Football Jets, who actually got the victory on the road against the Rams. Now I gotta say, a huge shout out to the Jets. You want to talk about overcoming the odds? Let's talk about the first team ever in NFL history to go on the road at 0-10. Was it 0-10? 0-10, 0-10 or worse, and be 17-point underdogs on the road and not only cover the spread, but outright win. So, I mean, you want to talk about defying the odds. That's what the New York Football Jets did on Sunday. So, good on them. It's a shame because, we were right in the hunt for Trevor Lawrence, but now it's looking like, we're going to have to hope that we get some help here from Jacksonville so we can get Trevor Lawrence. That would be ideal. But you know what? Darnold played well in that game on the road against the Rams. So, clearly he proved that, even if we don't get Lawrence, he's still not a bad plan B to build around. If he actually gets some talent around him, that'd be great. So yeah, there it is, guys. Other than that, 13 correct picks. So wow, we're carrying a lot of momentum going forward here. Lots of good solid picks. I think that's what 4 weeks in a row now, with 11 correct picks or more. So hey, gotta be doing something right, right? I mean, I may be a Jets fan, but I seem to know quite a bit about football, given my prognostication skills that have been exhibited here on this show. So, guys, NBA, wanted to quickly chat a bit about that. It opened up tonight. The Lake Show, unfortunately, it was ring night, but they had to take a L courtesy of the Clippers. And, you want to talk about Paul George all you want. Everybody knows that he's a great regular season player, but come playoff time, he shrivels up and he hits the side of the backboard on shots. So, hey, he's just gonna keep racking up the regular season accolades, but come playoff time, as usual, he's just gonna shrivel up and shrink as he has, and not hit good shots. So whatever, Clippers fans, same thing happened last year. Oh, game one, we stomped you guys out, blah blah blah, and then look what happened. So we'll see what happens at the end of the regular season, and when the playoff starts, and we'll see who's seated where. I think the Raps open up tomorrow. I think against the Pels, so it's gonna be a tough task. I mean, Zion's a force, but he's also got great skill inside, like great finesse. So a brilliant combination of finesse and brute strength. At the rim, finesse and power at the rim, and that's probably why his rookie card continues to go up in value. There's no restrictions on him this year. He can play full out. That's not really good news for Toronto. And they still got Lonzo Ball, who's a decent player. Although now, after watching Lamelo with Charlotte, wow, man, I'd definitely rather have him for sure out of all the Ball brothers. Anyways, I digress on that. Yeah, so Raptors open up against the Pels. Hopefully, they get the victory. They still got a pretty good roster. They got awesome coach, reigning coach of the year. So I think I like their chances in the East. So yeah, and other than that, I've just been watching a lot of wrestling videos on YouTube. Shout out to What Culture Wrestling. Shout out to Simon. That guy, when he does his ups and downs reviews, they're just solid, man. And I said this in the chats too. I already said this on his YouTube page, that his combination of wit and humor, and combine that with his accent, it just makes his videos so entertaining and so fun to watch. So shout out to Simon and What Culture Wrestling. Um, Kenny Omega, man, him, and especially Don Callis. I seen that interview with I don't know, that disco goof or whatever, and Conan, and that was hilarious, man. Don Callis in full kayfabe mode, just crushing it, just crushing that disco goof, man. I don't even know. I haven't even heard of this motherfucker, and this guy wants to try and upstage Don Callis. I don't know, man. Even in full kayfabe mode, he still gets destroyed by him. So, anyways, good on Kenny Omega with doing the whole cross promotion thing, TNA, Impact or whatever, Impact Wrestling, and AEW. So that's pretty good. Anytime you do a kind of crossover thing, it always seems to attract more fans that way, as opposed to going to war with them or whatever. Like WWE keeps trying to do. Although you know they want more edgy content, and I don't know, man. I mean, after watching this past TLC, people, we were reading about it and watching highlights, whatever. I mean, how do how much more edgy can you get than straight up lighting a dude on fire once the match is over? I mean, I'd say that's pretty dang edgy. And you had earlier in the year in the Money in the Bank, you had two guys thrown off of a building. You had a guy in the Rey Mysterio and Seth Rollins match, like take the dude's eye out or whatever. So they're pretty edgy, like for close to the end of the year, during the pandemic time. So I mean, you want them to get edgier than that. What's to come next, right? So Um, I gotta say though, wrestling as a whole is professional wrestling as a whole. It's probably the most entertaining it's been since the Attitude Era, actually, with everything that's going on. So I don't know if it has to do with just the pandemic, got people worried and they want to put a better product out there or whatever. But whatever it is, it's making for more entertaining content, which is awesome. So um, keep on doing what you guys are doing. And let's see, what else did I want to touch on? Oh yeah, hockey, man, hockey's back, January 13th. I can't wait. I'm so excited, and go Flyers. So, all right, guys. I think that pretty much covers anything, and everything that has sort of caught my attention and caught my ear in the wide world of sports. So that's it. That's all, guys. I'm going to leave you with this go around, but stay tuned for the next episode because I do have my Week 16 NFL picks coming up. I'm going to review the matchups here, do a little research, and always stay tuned, guys, for my awesome card breaks videos and also my NHL 21 highlight videos, which I keep meaning to post up soon. I keep meaning to record them, but I don't know. I've actually with all this football, I've gotten into Madden NFL again, but it's actually the 25th anniversary copy on my Xbox 360 that I'm rocking. So just because that was probably the pinnacle of that engine, which is still very very accurate, very responsive, and that's why I still like to play that game. I'm an old school kind of guy. They basically, from what I've heard from there, they screwed up all the Madden games anyways. So I like to play the old school stuff. The graphics are pretty decent. No video game should ever look too lifelike because you, like you're always going to know that it's a video game, especially in sports when you have to move the players in whatever certain positions and yada yada. So no matter how lifelike it's going to look, it's always still going to feel and play like a video game no matter what, especially with sports games, like I said. So that's it, guys. I'm going to leave you with that. As always, I want to thank my lovely wife, Kirsten. The show would not be possible without you. So thank you so much for all that you do for myself and our beautiful baby girl, Sophia. If you're watching, Daddy loves you very much. I can't wait for you to watch this, and I can't wait for all of you out there to watch on YouTube land. Keep it locked and stay tuned for the next episode of the next show.